spring when I saw you in the ring on the lawn. Dear John, going kisses arrangements, unfortunates can go on. Oh, the lectures I gave so the girls would behave while the band played all your favorite songs. Dear John, throwing kisses arrangements, unfortunates can go on. But numbers come up and you're left to the fates. Though I always thought you were one of the greats. From somebody stationed in Kuala Lumpur said he thought you went out, but he couldn't be sure. And midway, I knew where the sky was so blue, with the memory of you it's gone. Dear John, throwing kisses arrangements, unfortunates can go on. 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 I should thank you almost. No one could kill it off until you let it. But I got rid of that ghost with certain habits to remain embedded. With the shadow of doubt, baby, it was you who fed it. And I don't know what else to say, but I think you get it. I should have the kiss I should have known. The kind of sad it is. I should have seen the cracks in the ceiling and the mirror covered up with dust, but I was busy talking on the phone. I should have seen the obstacles, but I said this house was built for us. Hello, is anybody home? Seattle finally couldn't hold her. It made no difference what you told her. You say you're sorry, but now what is that? You wanna knock it off. You had your chances, but now they're gone. Baby, knock it off. You can't just stand there and hurt from along. An overdose is almost clearer. A diagnosis is a mirror. It can unsee when you look like that. You wanna knock it off. You had your chances, but now they're gone. Oh baby, knock it off. You can't just stand there unheard from long. Building up more regret. You don't get any four-leaf clover yet. You can't look sideways or behind you. I'm sure she knows just where to find you. She made her choice now that is bad. You wanna knock it off. You had your chances, but now they're gone. Oh baby, knock it off. You can't just stand there. Who's gonna tell you when it's too late? Who's gonna tell you things aren't so great? You can't go on thinking nothing's wrong. Who's gonna drive you home tonight? Who's gonna pick you up when you fall? Who's gonna hang it up when you call? You can't go on thinking nothing's wrong. Who's gonna drive you home tonight? Who's gonna hold you down when you shake? Who's gonna come around when you break? You can't go on thinking nothing's wrong. Who's gonna drive you home tonight? You know you can't go on thinking nothing's wrong. Who's gonna drive you home tonight? This is for the one who was false, who taught me about building walls. One who always could turn it around to leave me there on shaky ground. This is for the one who made good in someone else's neighborhood. One who never was anything but the shifty eye of sheer bad luck. Once I thought that I would never forget, and I have not quite done that yet. But I could hurt you now. I could hurt you now. This is for the time that I lost, the death of who I thought I was, the things in which I cannot believe, for fear I'll wear them on my sleeve. Things I know that never will be returned, but across that bridge before it burns. So I could hurt you now. Maybe it leaves an invisible scar, but I have not come quite that far. Oh, I could hurt you now. Listen, sonny boy, you just don't get it. I could hurt you now. I tell you what I'll do, I'll get that message. I could hurt you now. Listen, sonny boy, just don't get it. I could hurt you now. I tell you what I'll do, get that message. I could hurt you now. Listen, sonny boy, just don't get it. I could hurt you now. I tell you what I'll do. I could hurt you Today's the 4th of July. Another June has gone by. And when they light up our town, I just think what a waste of gunpowder and sky. I'm certain I am alone and harboring thoughts of our home. It's one of my faults that I can't quell my past. I ought to have gotten it gone. I and she's got the river down which I sold her. So that's today's memory lane, with all the pathos and pain. Another chapter in a book where the chapters are endless and they're always the same. A verse and a verse and refrain. Oh baby, I wonder if when you are older someday you'll wake up and say, my God, I should have told her. What would it take? But now here I am and the world's gotten colder, and she's got the river down which I sold her. Yeah, she's got the river down which I sold her. I was thinking I could clean up for Christmas, and then baby I'm through. 4 more weeks that couldn't make any difference, except maybe to you. But I've tried to use that trick like a carrot on a stick. So I was thinking I could clean it for Christmas, then baby I'm through. I was thinking I could clean it for Christmas, and then baby I'm done. One less fucker trying to get in the business of the prodigal son, where I know I can't compete. Once I'm off of Hastings Street. So I was thinking I could clean it for Christmas, and baby I'm done. 'Cause I can't live loaded and I can't live sober, and I've been this way since the end of October. And I know enough to know, baby, when it's over, it's over. And it's over, 'cause baby I'm done. I was thinking I could clean it for Christmas, and then call it a day. Tell you I'm sorry that I made you a witness to my moral decay. And I once upon a time It must be hard ringing the bells of doors that don't swing wide anymore.
It must be hard hearing the sound of voices just inside of the door.
A man who couldn't hold your coat was hung on every anecdote. So it must be hard watching the fellas gloat. Valentine's.
It must be hard seeing the same old crowd just pass you by in the street.
It must be tough knowing your stuff could only horrify the elite. You cut off everyone you know. Boy, you tell them all where to go. Now it must be hard getting the same heave-ho. Valentine's. The patrons at the bar in Lexington, Kentucky, was sprung for every drink you down. But things the way they are, it's not that kind of party. If what you've got just might be good. Is that the halo will reappear? It may be pure illusion, but it's beautiful while it's here.
still have the shake in my voice, and I'm going to sing you this song.
I don't know you from Adam, you could make my day. If you leave me a message, I'll give it away. 'Cause the most perfect strangers that you can talk to are the ones who pretend that you're not really you. Any attempts here to play Frankenstein come with plenty of chances for changing your mind. Building your own creation, nothing's better than a real imitation. I won't find it fantastic or think it absurd when the gun in the first act goes off in the third. 'Cause it's rare that you ever know what to expect from a guy made of corpses with bolts in his neck. If the creature is limping, the parts are in place with a mind of its own and a fist for a face. Say hello to your new creation. Now it's better than real, it's a real imitation. As it battened down the hatches, and when later we find that the thing we devised as a village is clamoring for its demise, we will have to admit the futility of trying to make something more of this cherry-built love. And you'll notice it bears a resemblance to everything I imagined I wanted from you. But at least it's my own creation, and it's better than real. It's a real imitation. Today a friend told me the sorry tale as he stood there trembling and turning pale. said each day's harder to get on the scale, sort of like Jacob Marley's chain. But it's not like life is such a vale of tears. It's just full of thoughts that act as souvenirs for those tiny blunders made in yesteryears that comprise Jacob Marley's chain. Well, I had a little metaphor to state my case. It encompassed the condition of the human race, but to my dismay it left without a trace, except for the sound of Jacob Marley's chain. Now there is no story left for me to tell, so I think I'd rather just go on to hell, where there's a snowball's chance that the personnel might help to carry Jacob Marley's chain. Help to carry Jacob Marley's chain. Carry Jacob Marley's chain. I keep going round and round on the same old circuit. A wire travels underground to a vacant lot, where something I can't see interrupts the current and shrinks the picture down to a tiny dot. And from behind the screen it can look so perfect, but it's not. So here I'm sitting in my car at the same old stoplight. I keep waiting for a change, but I don't know what. So red turns into green, turning into yellow, but I'm just frozen here on the same old spot. And all I have to do is to press the pedal, but I'm not. No, I'm not. Well, people are tricky. You can't afford to show anything risky, anything they don't know. The moment you try, well, kiss it goodbye. So baby, kiss me like a drug, like a respirator, and let me fall into the dream of the astronaut, where I get lost in space that goes on forever, and you make all the rest just an afterthought. And I believe it's you who could make it better, though it's not. No, it's not. No, it's not. There's no charity in you, and that surprises me. I guess I thought you were a golden idol, 'cause I called you Majesty on the balustrade. You watched me hunt for tips, I was obliged to pick up from the past scene. Hey kids, look at this, it's the fall of the world's own optimist. I could get back up if you insist, but you'll have to ask politely, 'cause the eggshells I've been treading couldn't spare me a beheading. And I know I had it coming from a Caesar who was only sunny. Hey kids, look at this, it's the fall of the world's own optimist. Well, I could have objections, which you could override, but what's the point? We're only flogging the horse when the horseman is up and dead. Once I testified and swore I'd never leave the stone unturned. I bet you're really glad that I lied. Yes, you'll have to ask politely. Yes, you'll have to ask. And wheezing, choked up with phlegm. I miss the times we stayed in bed all day. You swore over the phone to your boss you'd never felt this way. You called me the calm, but you're the one who froze out me. Trapped me in a hazmat vial in the basement of the CDC. How can you let me go after all that we've been through? They tell me now that I've been cured, but not from loving you. You called me common, flew like or the crew. You tried to drown me with chicken soup. You passed me around like a 10-cent whore. But every 4 to 6 months I came back for more. Ebola got a movie, HIV got quilts and songs. The Black Plague got a tapestry, but I don't even see a handkerchief for me. Oh, irony, I'm cured, but not from loving you. I started to realize you didn't need me the moment you forgot whether to starve or feed me. It's easy for you to call me your ex, but now how do you explain all those wads of Kleenex?